Hi everyone, my name's Rachel. It's great to have you here for Pod Basics. Welcome to Kayla, first time at the YogaPod. It's great to have you here. We'll get started standing. So please go ahead, stand near the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, palms forward alongside your hips. And feel yourself root fully into the four corners of both of your feet. Soften your knees. Bring a gentle tone to your thighs as if you were squeezing in towards the midline. Soften your shoulders, down your back, and encourage a gentle external rotation of your arms, pinkies forward, thumbs back. We'll begin with a breathing exercise. Exhale all of your breath out of your nose here. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms wide, out and up overhead. Take the entire breath in for your palms to touch overhead. Exhale through your nose, thumbs down through your forehead. Nose, chest, belly. Release your hands, catch the inhale, sweep up again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, palms touch on 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 2 more rounds just like this on your own. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Lengthen your side bodies. And exhale, pull down through the midline. Strengthen through your core, your legs. Final round of breath here. Meet with your hands at your heart center when you're through. Beautiful breath, Nicole. Next inhale, sweep your arms up once again, this time shoulder distance apart. Upward salute. Draw your pinky fingers in, draw your shoulders down. Tone your belly and firm your legs again. Breathe in and reach up. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward, soften your knees, flat back. Head and hands heavy down towards the floor at the bottom. Let your head go. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Avoid your knee joints. And reach the top of your head forward. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Please bring your big toes together to touch. Fold a little more deeply, and we'll move breath to synced movement and flow through those shapes. Exhale here. Through your nose, inhale, flat back, reach up, upward salute, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Flow again, inhale, rise, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight your heels, squeeze your inner thighs, and stretch your arms up out of your hips. Keep length in the back of your neck. Lighten your toes and sit your weight back towards the back edge of your mat. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Beautiful depth, Alyssa. Take 1 more breath in here. Exhale, forward fold, hands through your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank pose. Plant your hands shoulder distance. Step your feet to the back of your mat. And if you need, drop your knees down to the earth to support integrated core strength and protect your low back. Draw your heart forward. Great adjustment, Chantal. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower to the earth. Use your knees as needed. Tops of feet on the floor. Inhale, cobra pose, elbows to the sky, lift your chest, lift the back of your head. Exhale, lay down, tap your forehead. Again, inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, release. This time, inhale, lift and hold in your cobra. Press all 10 toenails down. If you'd like, you can straighten your arms a little more, lift your chest higher. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, tabletop, press to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high, up and back. Hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Gentle constriction in the back of your throat. Inhale and exhale. Bring your big toes together to touch. Find child's pose. Knees wide to the edges of your space. Settle your hips back and down. Palms and forehead to the earth. We're going to move into twists all throughout practice today. And something important for you to remember is that twists help strengthen your back. They also help to keep the fluidity of your spine. And done properly over time, you can give yourself the gift of a lot of low back space. And so as we twist, we'll always keep our hips level and strong. Inhale, we'll find length through the top of the head. And exhale, we'll always twist from the belly button upwards. We'll try that out together from tabletop. Find yourself in all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale breath, stretch your left arm high, open up towards the window wall. Exhale, thread the needle. Left palm face up underneath your right armpit. Lay your left temple down on the floor, and if the ground's really far away, you can place your block underneath your head instead. Now notice if your hips try to join in the twist. Draw your right hip away from your right shoulder to find more length. Last moment here with your exhale, twist a little more deeply. Root your right palm. Inhale, send your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, stretch your right arm high. Open up towards the door side of the room. And exhale, thread the needle. Be careful of your block. Palm face up underneath your left armpit. Notice once again if you need to level your hips. Pull back. And then open up across your chest. Reconnect to your breath. Soften your face. Take one more exhale to deepen your twist. Root your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm high, open up. And exhale, tabletop. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Curl your toes and press back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Through your mouth, let go. Exhale. Full breath out your nose. Inhale, stretch your right leg back behind you. Level your hips. Exhale, lunge. Step your right foot next to your right thumb. Come up onto your finger pad so that your heart is light. Draw your right hip back. Lift your left thigh away from the mat. And lengthen through the sides and back of your neck. Bring your block underneath your left hand. Inhale, stretch your right arm up above your right shoulder for lunge twist. Tack your right hip back again. Soft bend your right elbow and peel open across your chest. Gorgeous, Jamie, perfect. Avoid tucking your chin, lengthen and open. Breathe in. Exhale, release, right hand down, move your block out of the way. Step back to plank pose, breathe in. Knees as needed, lower to the earth in one piece. Inhale, cobra pose, tops of feet down, heart up. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in your nose and out your nose. Inhale, stretch your left leg back, level hips. Exhale, lunge, step next to your left thumb. Rise up to your finger pads. Find the strength of your lunge, level hips. Weight placement is in your left heel and the ball of your right foot. Draw your heart forward away from your right heel and bring your block underneath your right hand. Inhale, open up to lunge twist. Left arm towards the sky over your left shoulder. Avoid letting your right hip sag. Lift up energetically with your right leg. Dig your left heel into the floor and remember to breathe. One more in-breath here. Exhale, lunge. Move your block out of your way. Inhale, plank pose, step back. Exhale, slowly lower. Knees are there to catch you as needed. Inhale, cobra pose, lift your chest. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Find 5 rounds of deep breath here. Seal your lips together, breathe in. And through your nose, exhale. Continue to breathe here, in and out through your nose. Feel the strength of your shape. Hug your forearms in. Lift your hips up and strike your heels down. Great sound to the breath, you guys. Inhale, stretch your right leg up and back. Exhale, step to lunge. Drop your back knee down to the earth. If you have sensitive knees, you'll want to roll the left side of your mat doubled over underneath your left knee. Untuck your left toes and climb your hands on top of your right thigh, all 10 fingers interlaced. Inhale, breath, pull away from the depth of your right knee lunge. And exhale, deepen in, hips forward, right knee forward. Inhale, pull away from your edge. Exhale, deepen. Again, inhale, back away. Exhale, drive forward. Hold here with your legs. Reach your arms up. Crescent moon. Guide your right hip slightly back. Dial your left hip slightly forward and pull your front ribs in to help lengthen through your torso. Bring your hands to the space before your heart. Inhale, reach your torso forward on the diagonal. Exhale, revolved crescent moon. Draw your left outer arm to your right outer thigh. Stack your elbows vertically and reach the crown of your head forward to the top edge of the mirrors at the front of the room. Every inhale, cultivate length. Every exhale, deepen the twist. Press your right palm into your left palm to rotate open towards the ceiling tiles. Take one more breath in here, open. Exhale, back to lunge. Plant your palms, tuck your left toes under and lift your left knee. Step back to plank pose, breathe in, flat palms. Exhale, lower down to the earth. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lay down. Now yogi's choice. Inhale, tabletop or up to plank pose. And exhale, down dog. Beautiful work. Find your connection to breath. Root especially through your thumb and first finger. And cast your hips up and back. Beautiful, Jennifer. Inhale, stretch your left leg back. Exhale, step to lunge. Drop your right knee to the earth. Untuck your right toes and double pad your right knee as needed. Climb your hands up onto your left thigh. Back away from your edge, breathe in. Deepen in, hips and left knee, breathe out. Inhale, back away. Exhale, deepen. Once more with breath, inhale, move back. Exhale, deepen forward. Hold your hips, sweep your arms skyward. Crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Guide your left hip back. Draw your right hip forward. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach your heart forward on the diagonal. Exhale, revolved crescent moon. Press your palms into one another actively to open up your right rib cage towards your left elbow. Avoid right hip sagging down, lift up through the front of your right hip and let your twist come from your belly button upwards. One more breath in, open up. Exhale, lunge, both hands to the earth, tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, step back, plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lay down. Yogi's choice, tabletop or plank pose, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Find 5 deep breaths. Remember that child's pose is available to you if you lose connection with your breath. Allow yourself the freedom to pause. Let's sync up. Please exhale all of your breath out. Inhale, stretch your right leg back. Exhale breath, knee to nose, shoulders forward over your wrists. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, lunge, step next to your right thumb. Rise up to your fingertips and charge up your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together to stabilize your lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach up and soften your back knee a touch to draw your low belly in. This gives your low back lots of space, and then as much as your low back will allow, re-strengthen your back leg. Dig your right heel into the earth. Challenge yourself to draw your right knee over your right ankle. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, very similar shape to what we just took, adding in the strength of the balanced lunge. If you need to modify and focus solely on the twist, drop your back knee down to the earth and untuck your back toes. Awesome variations in the room. Belly button through the top of your head. Find the twist open. Left ribs towards right elbow. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. Rotate open, take one more breath in. Exhale, release to lunge. Runner's lunge, toe heel your right foot to the front right edge. Toes out, heel in. Drop your back knee to the earth. You can stay up on your palms, or if you'd like a little more depth, you can bring your forearms to the earth or your block underneath your forearms to lift you a little closer. Do let yourself surrender here. Chin to chest. Round your shoulders. And bathe your right hip with your inhale and exhale breaths. Take a few more moments in stillness. Next inhale, rise to your hands. Toe heel your right foot to the center line of 2 flat palms. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee, and pivot over your left shoulder towards the window side of the room in a wide leg forward fold. Feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Hands under your shoulders. Bend your knees as much as you need to soften down and touch the earth. Inhale, take a halfway lift, hands under shoulders. Exhale, hands onto your hips. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back. We'll move into horse pose, toes out, heels in. Bend your knees over your second toes and draw your hands to your heart. Gently open your knees towards your baby toes and sit your hips down. Stack your head over your hips. Bring your hands to your inner thighs, thumbs on the inside edge, fingertips on the outside edge. Breathe in here. Exhale, dip your left shoulder in, gaze to the mirrors. Keep your elbows soft. Take a breath here, in and out. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, dip your right shoulder in, gaze to the lotus wall. Hold for a breath in and out. Let's move on the breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the mirrors. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the lotus. Once more on your own, front and back with your twist. Back to center, hands to your heart. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up, straighten your legs, pivot your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat, and hinge forward at your waist. Wide straddle fold. Draw your weight to the fronts of your heels. Soften your knees as much as you need to touch down on the earth. Option to stay right here, or if you'd like to take chest expansion, clasp your hands at your low back, stretch your knuckles up towards the sky, and then with a broad open chest, knuckles fall gently towards the mountains. Encourage your weight again to the fronts of your heels. By way of your low back, release your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, half lift. Pivot right, lunge at the front of your mat. Step back to plank, breathe in. Slowly lower down, breathe out. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lay down, beautiful form, Jennifer. Inhale, tabletop or plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Deep breaths. Let's sync the breath. Exhale here, please. Inhale, stretch your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, lunge. Come up to your finger pads, squeeze your inner thighs, stabilize your hips and legs. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, arms up. Soften your right knee to help draw your low belly up and in. Then re-strengthen your right leg as much as you can, keeping space in your low back. Wrap your pinky fingers forward. Find that external rotation that we worked on to begin class. Softly draw your shoulder blade tips down together. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Right upper outer arm to left outer thigh. Stay here, or to focus on your twist, drop your right knee down to the earth, untuck your toes. Whatever shape you've chosen, cultivate length from your tailbone through the top of your head. And on the exhale breath, twist more deeply. One more round in and out. Release to lunge. Runner's lunge. Toe heel your left foot off the left side of your mat. Toes out, heel in. Drop your back knee and match what you did on the other side. Palms or forearms down. Notice any tendency for your jaw to try to help open your hips. If you've got a clenched sensation, open and close your jaw a few times here. Let that release in your face. Give a little more release to your hips. A few more moments here. Next, inhale, rise to your hands if you're not already. Set your block off the right edge of your mat, please. Toe heel your left foot to the center line of two flat hands. Tuck your right toes and lift your right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, pivot right. Wide straddle fold. Hands under shoulders just as a transition. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands to your hips, exhale. Rise all the way up to stand with a flat back. Open your arms into a T. We'll move into warrior two, facing the front of the room. Left toes forward, right toes in slightly. Bend into your left knee. Approach a 90-degree bend. Always keep your left knee closer to your left heel than your toes. You want to avoid moving left knee over left ankle. Push down into the outside edge of your right foot and reach a little more fully through your right fingertips to stack your head directly over your hips. Remember your breath. Inhale, star pose. Straighten your legs, arms up. Straight to the other side, warrior two. Turn your right toes to the lotus ball. Angle your left toes in. Stretch your fingertips apart from one another. Dig your right heel into the floor and send your right knee to the right slightly. If you can soften your face or deepen your breath, do both. Inhale, star pose. Parallel feet to the short edges. Exhale, fold forward and find your block with your left hand. Bring it to the center. Place your left hand on top of your block. Inhale, come to a flat back position. Draw your right hand onto your low back, palm face down. Use your right thumb to tilt your right hip even with your left, and then rotate open towards the lotus wall for a wide straddle fold twist. If your hips are still level, option to reach your right arm high. Note here that the right hip likes to pop up, so drop your right hip down in line with your left. That might lessen the twist. Lift your left hip up just a touch. Beautiful. Breathe. Stretch your fingertips high if they're overhead. Awesome shapes, Reggie and Jamie. Breathe in. Release, breathe out. Right hand onto the block. Inhale, flat back. Left hand onto your low back, palm face down. Use your left thumb to invite your left hip down in line with your right. And then as much as you'd like, rotate open, possibly stretch your left arm towards the sky. Perfect, Jennifer, this side looks great. Left hip likes to pop up here, dial it down just a touch as you open up into your twist. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Take your block near the front edge of your mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Lunge, face the front of your mat space, flat palms. Step back to plank pose, breathe in. And slowly lower to your belly, breathe out. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift your chest. Exhale, lay down. Tabletop or plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Gorgeous transition, Alyssa. 5 deep rounds of breath. Take a full breath in. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Walk or hop if you'd like. Big toes together to touch. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms high. Squeeze your inner knees together and glue your hips exactly where they are, level with one another. Hands to your heart. Tip forward slightly through your torso. Prayer twist. Draw your left elbow to your right outer thigh. Take a moment to peek down at your knees. Chances are the left knee snap forward. Tuck it back, glue your hips there. Then length through your spine on the in-breath. Twist, push right palm into left palm on the out-breath. Draw your weight back towards your heels. One day, hips below your heart, heart below your head. Stay with it. One more inhale breath. Exhale, release to forward fold. Shake out your legs. Shake your head, yes and no. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale, take a halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Hug your hips together. Squeeze your knees towards one another. Draw your hands to the space in front of your chest. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, prayer twist towards the windows. Stack your elbows vertically once again. Draw your sternum up towards your thumbs and take a quick peek at your knees. If right knee snuck forward, tuck it back. Then open up into your twist again. Sit your hips lower. Lift your heart. Soften your face. A smile helps. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, release. Forward fold, pedal out your knees. Shake your head, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Hold here on a breath in. And exhale, lower to the earth slowly. Inhale, open up, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Seal your lips together. Breathe deeply. Inhale, stretch your right leg back. Exhale, half pigeon. Draw your right knee forward towards your right wrist. Right knee just to the right of your right hip. Untuck your left foot. Lift your heart and fold into sleeping pigeon. If your right knee is at all cranky, give me a wave. We can flip you over onto your back in another shape. Soft, deep, calming breaths to support this shape. Take one more complete breath cycle in and all the way out. Rise up to your hands. Tuck your left toes under. Lift up and back to down dog and pedal out your legs a few times. Bend opposite knee and strike your other heel towards the mat. Still your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, half pigeon, left knee forward. Left knee just to the left of your left hip. Untuck your right toes, lift your chest up, and fold. For many of us, left leg is tighter, so if there's any knee pain on this side, just give me a wave. We have plenty of other variations. Let's breathe together like we did to start class. Open your mouth and press all the air out here. Seal your lips. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fill all the way up to the top of your collarbones. Exhale all the way out, pull your belly in. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to find that balanced breath. Even length in and exhale. Take one more round, complete breath cycle. Inhale, rise up to your hands. Tuck your right toes. Press back, down dog. Pedal it out. Find stillness. Come to tabletop. Sit on your heels and swing your heels out to one side to draw your legs out in front of you. Seated forward fold. Flex your toes, soften your knees, and stretch your arms up. Fold forward as you breathe out. Keep length in your low back. Fingertips fall where they may. Toes, shins, thighs. You can let yourself round into the fold here. If you have really strong backs of your legs, better to keep your knees soft here so that you can lengthen and lift your low back towards the tops of your knees through your belly. Beautiful shapes. Notice the quality of your breathing. Deepen, lengthen your breaths. Slowly return to an upright seat. Use your hands to scoot your butt forward towards your heels. If you'd like a supported bridge as we move to the end of class, take your block with you mid-mat and roll down onto your back. Bridge pose. Walk your heels in towards your butt. Straighten your arms down by your sides until your middle fingers tickle your heels. Knees and feet hip distance. Inhale, lift your butt, push into your feet, and if you'd like, grab your block and slide it underneath your sacrum, the bony triangle plate in your low back. Then let yourself settle down and open your arms to your sides. Let your thumbs open wide, palms to the sky. Let your heart chase your chin. Chin run away from your chest. Take 2 more breaths. If you have the block, please use your dominant hand and take it off to the side and slowly lower down onto your back. Constructive rest. Step your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Let your knees knock together in the center line and open your hands alongside your hips again. Deep, full breaths. Supta Baddha Konasana, recline bound angle pose. Draw the soles of your feet together in the middle of your mat. Let your knees open wide like a butterfly. Breathe into your inner thighs. Use your hands on the outside edges of your legs to draw your knees together like a book and hug them into your chest. Take a little rock side to side, massage your low back. And return to center. Lace all 10 fingers around the top of your right shin and send your left leg long in front of you on the mat. Dig your left heel in, flex your left toes up. Avoid your right side rib cage and then hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Deep, full belly breaths here. One more breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Drape your right knee over to the left. If you'd like to use your block to support the inside edge of your left knee, you can find it here, and then open your right arm wide of your right shoulder. More important for your right shoulder to touch down on the earth than your inner right knee. Every inhale is length. Every exhale, deeper release. Unravel. Right knee back to center. Give it another squeeze. And draw your left knee in to meet your right. Reset your spine. Take a little rock side to side once again. Back to center. All 10 fingers clasp on the front of your left shin. Send your right heel down on the floor, right toes towards the sky. Avoid your left side rib cage and then draw in with the strength of your biceps. Every exhale, a little tighter squeeze. Elbows pull in and down. Soften your shoulders. One more breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Drape your left knee over to the right. Use your block as needed to support your twist. And open your left arm. Ground down the back of your left shoulder. One more round in and out. Draw your left knee back to center. Take your right knee in to meet your left knee. Little rock, side to side. Pause in the center. Hug your knees in, and then simultaneously press your shins into your hands to lengthen your low back. Roll the lowest tip of your back towards your reflection at the front of the room. Keep that length and open up to happy baby. Thighs wide of your torso. Stamp your footprints towards the ceiling. Grab inner or outer foot, or if that makes your low back lift up off of the floor, reach around your thighs and take the backs of your thighs as a grip instead. Soften through the muscles of your jaw. Pull down with your knees. Kick up simultaneously with your feet. Two more breaths. Release your feet. Hug your knees in. All 10 fingers clasp on the front of your shins. Lift your forehead up to meet your knees. Curl into a tiny ball. Flex your feet. Scrunch your face. Take a huge inhale breath. Exhale, Shavasana. Straighten your legs out. Let your big toes flop wide. Open your palms. Let your breath return to natural. And just rest here. Shavasana, the final rest pose, is a moment to integrate everything that you've learned on the mat today to deeper layers. So just let go and receive your practice. Notice if your body's holding on to any layers of tension, muscular engagement. Use a breath out your mouth to release, relax, and surrender. use these final few moments to completely let go. Feel held by the floor underneath you. Feel the air around you breathe you in and out. Before you move, deepen your breath. Feel your belly rise and fall. Bring flickers of movement into your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And turn your head gently to the right. And turn your head gently to the left. Stretch your arms overhead on the floor behind you, like you're waking up from the perfect timed nap. And gently draw your knees in towards your heart. Roll over onto your right side, comfortable fetal position, bottom bicep is your pillow. Left fingertips fall in front of your chest on the floor. Keep your eyes soft or closed completely. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. If you need your block to lift your hips over your knees, you can sit on your block here. And bring your palms face down on your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart and let's take 3 final breaths together. Exhale all the way out. Through your nose, breathe in. Through your nose, breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last breath together as a community, in and out. Bring your thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows. And bow forward to seal in your practice. Namaste. Return back to your seat. Thank you all so much for joining me for basics today. Hope you learned a bit about your twists, ability to open up and strengthen through your spine, and I hope to see you next time. Again, my name is Rachel. Thank you.